Okay, imagine this. You wake up, grab your coffee, you're scrolling through your feed,
Typical morning.
and then bam, you see Elmo, the elf.
Red furry guy, yeah. Cherished.
Exactly. And he's spouting hate speech.
Hate speech. Elmo?
Yeah, like anti-Semitic stuff, calls for violence,
Yeah.
even political attack.
Yeah.
It was completely unbelievable.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So today, we're going to do a deep dive into that. This really bizarre, frankly, pretty shocking incident with Elmo's official X account.
Right.
We've gathered the sources, and look, our mission here is to cut through all the noise, try and figure out what really happened, what the key takeaways are, and maybe what it means for you. Let's try and unpack this.
Okay. And what's fascinating, I think, and maybe a bit unsettling,
Yeah.
is how fast something like a seemingly straightforward security breach.
Right, just a hack.
It's just a hack, supposedly. How fast it spirals into this really complex story. You've got digital security, sure, but also public perception, even these wider political arguments about funding.
Funding PBS and all that.
Exactly. So we're not just looking at the what, but peeling back the layers to get at the why this matters, especially when it involves, a character like Elmo, so innocent.
Yeah, and the contrast was just jarring. Doesn't even cover it. So the main event, it basically blew up on a Sunday.
Okay.
Elmo's X account, it has, over 640,000 followers?
Reach, yeah.
It gets hacked.
Okay.
And the hacker, they didn't just post random garbage. They put up, and this is the quote, offensive and anti-Semitic messages.
Oof.
Hateful language, calls for violence against Jewish people. And they were replying to users, too, with similar awful stuff.
Replying as Elmo.
As Elmo. I mean, just picture that.
Yeah.
That kind of vile stuff coming from Elmo.
It's cognitive dissonance on a massive scale.
Totally. Thankfully, they deleted all the offensive posts and replies later. But still, you really can't make this stuff up.
No, you can't. And it's that exact contrast, that jarring element you mentioned that makes it so potent, doesn't it?
Right.
Which, immediately makes you think.
About security.
Exactly. If an account like Elmo's, which you'd assume is pretty high profile, carefully managed.
Locked down, you'd hope.
Right. If that can be compromised, what does it really imply for the security of our own stuff online? Or the platforms we use every single day?
Yeah, it's a fair question.
It's not just some random fluke. It's a stark reminder about digital vulnerability.
Right.
Even for accounts we think are, rock solid.
Exactly. And the story didn't even stop there with just the hate speech.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah, because what became clear pretty quickly was this very specific political agenda mixed in.
Ah, okay.
So beyond the general awfulness, the hackers' posts had direct attacks on political figures.
Like who?
Specifically, one message called President Donald Trump a puppet of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
Wow, okay. Very specific.
And another one demanded that Trump, quote, release the Epstein documents.
Right. So diving straight into conspiracy territory.
A huge leap from, singing about the alphabet.
Definitely not your typical Sesame Street content. And what's really interesting, if you sort of zoom out and look at the broader context, is how this whole thing, this hack, got tangled up almost immediately with existing political fights.
You mean the PBS funding stuff?
Precisely. So you have this hack, which seems, unrelated on the surface.
Right, some hacker doing their thing.
But it unfortunately landed right in the middle of this renewed push by some Republican lawmakers to cut federal funding for PBS.
Which had already flared up because of the Pride Month celebration on Sesame Street.
Exactly. So this Elmo hack, even though it came from somewhere else entirely, it sort of inadvertently threw gasoline on that fire.
Wow.
It just shows how easily these sort of random online events can get pulled into much bigger political debates.
Yeah, co-opted, almost.
Totally.
And the public reaction? Well, it was pretty much what you'd expect. Just widespread shock.
I can imagine.
Disbelief. And yeah, quite a bit of that sort of dark internet humor, too.
So people making memes.
Oh, yeah. People just couldn't wrap their heads around the adult language coming from Elmo. Some were mocking it, but I saw one comment that really nailed it. Someone just said, I'm forever scarred by Elmo.
Huh? Yeah, I can see that. It sticks with you.
Right. And honestly, who can blame them? I know I did a double take myself. It's like, I don't know, seeing Mickey Mouse suddenly start dropping F-bombs. It just doesn't compute.
Completely breaks the image. And the official response from Sesame Workshop.
They were quick, given how bad it was.
Had to be.
A spokesperson confirmed the hack pretty fast. They said Elmo's X account was compromised today by an unknown hacker who posted disgusting messages, including antisemitic and racist posts. We are working to restore full control of the account.
So direct, clear acknowledgement, no hedging.
Yo, straight up, showed they were taking it seriously, which you'd expect.
Good. So, okay, pulling it all together then.
Yeah, so what does this all mean for you listening? I mean, it's a really potent reminder, isn't it, how unpredictable online spaces can be.
Wild West sometimes.
Totally. We saw this shocking thing, a children's icon, pure innocence, right? Being used, weaponized for hate and political attacks. We saw the public reaction, that sort of visceral shock and horror. And then these underlying issues bubbling up, security, politics.
All tangled together.
Yeah. And the real insight here maybe isn't just that it happened, but why Elmo? Why pick him? It seems like the very wholesomeness.
The innocence itself.
Yeah, that became the tool, right? Made the attack so much more jarring and effective in a horrible way, twisting that image.
That's a great point. This whole deep dive, it really highlights how even things we think are totally harmless online,
like Elmo's feed.
Exactly. Can be exploited, weaponized even. And it forces us to ask some big questions about, digital security, how fast information and misinformation spreads.
Like wildfire.
And how these things that seem isolated, like one hacked account, can suddenly connect to these much broader societal and political fights.
Yeah. It really underlines how interconnected everything is now, sometimes in ways you just don't expect.
Definitely.
So I guess the final thought to leave you with is this. In this super connected digital world, how do we actually navigate all this complexity around online identity, especially when it involves figures we see as totally wholesome or, completely apolitical, like Elmo was supposed to be?
Right.
And maybe what responsibility do the platforms themselves have to protect these kinds of narratives from being hijacked in such damaging ways?
Big questions, ones without easy answers, I suspect.
Yeah, definitely something to chew on. Anyway, thank you for joining us on this deep dive.
Thanks, everyone.
And as always, we encourage you to keep digging, stay informed, and keep asking those questions.